Alright, looks like there's a lot of fighting going on bottom right. Top right's going to come in Fluffy, attacking Vince. Let's see how he responds. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to fight Yuki as well. There's 3 fronts and a drop-in from Fluffy. It looks like Vince is holding surprisingly, but with reinforcements from Yuki. He is going to back out, and there could be a surprise attack from Millionaire. And Vince, I think, is going down. No, it looks like his partner, Gymshark, is coming in with the save, and Millionaire unable to capitalize completely. But he might be able to pick off some here, and he did. Very, very nice. That was a pretty good battle. And it looks like Fluffy and Hybrid trying to get that tower. And they will. Unfortunately, in EU, you can't switch spots. Well, maybe not unfortunately. Some people like that feature, some people don't. So, unable to teleport from beacon to beacon. And you will be able to hold that so long as Millionaire doesn't contest it, which is strange that he doesn't, because he could pick off quite a few here. It looks like a drop from Fluffy's going after that armory, unable to get it though. It looks like he didn't even do hardly any damage. We'll see how top left responds to that. Meanwhile, there is some stuff going on in the middle. Alright, so it looks like we're in sudden death. And so now everybody is going to be trying to fight in the middle. Oh no! I hit my mouse wheel. Stop it. There we go. Unfortunately, in this version, it doesn't let me zoom in or zoom out. Marine Arena Semi-Masters, yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I think those videos are at least 2 years old. Isn't that crazy? I haven't done this for about 2 years. Fluffy coming in from the right. He is going to be engaging top left. Bottom left slowly coming in. It looks like there's a little bit of lag. He's going in from behind. Is he going to be able to pick off Millionaire? No, I think his forces are too great. It looks like switching to Marines for Gymshark. And Sharpflex is going to be able to hold it. Forever Young trying to contest. He will not be able to. Millionaire finally taking back this tower. And is he going to put a unit on there? I'm not sure. It looks like he kind of wants to. He's having trouble with the waypoint. And Vince coming in, taking a little bit to the face. I think there is a tank in here. Yes, there is. There's 2 siege tanks in siege mode. It's going to make it difficult to hold middle. Now, keep in mind, every time they hold middle, they get resources, I believe, every 20 seconds. So, right now, Sharpflex is gaining a lot of minerals simply for holding the middle. But it is going to take him a while to catch up to Fluffy. And as far as teams are concerned,
research complete.
It looks like Team 1 and Team 2 are about even, but Team 3 is definitely ahead. As far as Fluffy is concerned, he's doing pretty good, but Hydroid a little bit far behind, so I would say Team 1, 2, and 3 are almost even. Team 4 is definitely struggling to keep up. A nice force field right there, preventing Forever Young. Whoa, looks like Millionaire coming around with Marines, and he is going to pick up all of Forever Young's units because his partner is blocking him. Oh no! Actually, it seems like he was able to squeak through there, no problem. There is a little bit of lag. And it looks like Fluffy now in control. Millionaire overextending himself just a little bit too much. And it looks like they're pausing for lag. Yeah, it has been a while, man. I actually don't think the lag is quite as bad as the Marine Arena US, personally. Apparently, I'm a referee. Guys, I guess I was the only one who could unpause. Ooh, and it looks like a mothership coming out for Sharpflex. That's going to be nice if he gets the Vortex upgrade. I think you have to pay for it. Oh, maybe this doesn't have Vortex. I don't see it. It looks like it has Plasma Matrix and Mass Recall, but I know that some of the abilities for the heroes you have to purchase for. Whoops. And Millionaire could be lagging simply because he has the Mutalisks. So I know air sometimes does cause quite a bit of lag. A little bit of a skirmish going down for bottom left. Meanwhile, top right is a little bit low on units. It looks like from that last skirmish, it's left him a little bit low, but he does have quite a few in his Medivac. His Medivac. I think they just call it straight Medivac here. And he is going to put the drop down. Oh, but a force field does trap some of them. I said trop. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. It tropped him, boys. He got tropped. I don't think I'm used to speaking this fast. I haven't done it in a long time. There is a skirmish on right side between Yuki and Fluffy. And let's see if we can at least get some points going up here. It looks like Fluffy is still doing very well for himself. He's about 2,000, maybe 1,000 ahead of everybody who is currently in the lead. But whoa, it looks like Sharpflex is actually catching up. And a lot of that could be due to the fact that he is holding middle. You also gain some resources from holding towers. And oh no, it looks like Millionaire almost losing his entire fleet. That's right. He almost lost everything. He's down to 25. That's going to lower his unit count so much. Holy fuck. 251 currently, and that is just no good. It's going to be hard to recover from that. But as long as Sharpflex is going to be able to hold middle, that should help his team quite a bit. As you can see, the points just keep going up for Team 2. Team 3 now struggling a little bit as Hybrid falls behind. As you can see, Hybrid trying to vie a little bit for position there. He could possibly go on Sharpflex's Foundry here, or Armory. Is he going to be able to, though? I'm not sure. It actually looks like his supply count is down to 61. And that's going to put him out of the game for quite some time. It's really going to be up to Fluffy, and I'm not sure what Fluffy has in mind. It looks like, oh, there is a medevac there. He could be planning a drop. I'm not sure if Sharpflex is watching or not. He just got rid of the vision. He's not moving yet, though. Here he goes. Is he going to be able to get it? I think he will. It looks like Millionaire did spot it, though. And is he going to target the Armory? No, he didn't. He didn't target the Armory right away, and he lost all those units. Meanwhile, it looks like Yuki is vying for position for Sharpflex. Is he paying attention? There are a few force fields coming down. It looks like the mothership not doing anything just yet. It is retreating. He might plan on keeping it at base so that he can do a recall. And, whoa, it looks like Fluffy coming in from behind, taking out Sharpflex. Meanwhile, there is a little bit of fighting going on the bottom right. Looks like Vince trying to hold that top plateau position. Oh, and a few heroes go down. Oh, even the Medivac really low. And here comes the drop. Forever Young needs to be so careful here. There's a huge battle. And did he lose it? I think it's okay. Nope, there it is. The Templar Archive still stands. Meanwhile, there are a ton of units here still trying to get that position. There's a lot of fighting going down in middle. Oh my gosh, this is just a bloodbath. It looks like Sharpflex now trying to regain his dominance here in the middle. He still has those 2 siege tanks, making it very hard to get that center position. And another drop. Is he going to actually target the Templar Archives? Yes, he does. And down it goes. Meanwhile, Millionaire coming in. Oh no, he could target that siege tank. And wow, it's able to survive with 200 hit points. The other siege tank still okay. And we now have an Infestor coming out for Vince. Those two, now has 3 siege tanks up on the hill. Looks like he just lost a Medivac. There is going to be a force field trapping just a few units here. And another big drop going down. He does finally get the Templar Archives in the bottom right-hand side. But I don't think he has quite enough to push in yet. But no, calling GG is Forever Young, and it looks like Team 4 might be eliminated.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Looking at the points, he was so far behind. It looks like Yuki is not happy about that, but really, it's pretty telling if you lose the archives.
Your allies are in
I mean, what money did he have to bring it back? I don't think he was going to be able to come back from that. So that was the right choice by Forever Young. He left. Oh, but Vince could be caught out of position here. It looked like some pathing issues from his units. He is going to lose about 1/6 of his army there, maybe an 1/8. Just a really small portion. Nothing too crazy. Now there's a huge skirmish going on in the middle. Sharpflex is getting hit by both sides from Vince and from Fluffy. A force field does go down, and unbelievably, he's still able to hold it with 3 siege tanks still up, and now Fluffy, unsure of what to do, retreats, and it is greeted by Yuki. He is possibly going to go for that warp gate. It looks like he backs off for now. Those 2 Phoenix wanting to come in to lift off those siege tanks. He does lift off a few units there, does pick them off. The Goliaths are great with Phoenix. really helps with those lifts. And a huge army coming in from Jin Shark. Vince being hit from the side by Millionaire. Is it going to be enough? I think so. Millionaire doing significant damage. He does do a recall, regaining control of all of his units. And now bringing just a few Marine reinforcements. They are at 9 attack. They have a few hit point upgrades, no armor, which is very strange, as armor is so nice to have. It looks like he's actually coming down to feed just a tiny bit on Yuki. That is a smart move considering that he is a little bit behind. And that's also going to free up some supply, but he might have wanted to hold it in the middle. It looks like Fluffy could be possibly pushing in. And the Mutalisk finally coming in. Oh no! It looks like those siege tanks went down, and that's going to be a huge loss for Fluffy. The Hybrids units are also so very weak over here. If Millionaire knew about that, he could go and kill those units. In fact, it's very strange that he's not doing that with his Mutalisks. He has a totally unique opportunity here to just pick everything off because he has air units. They are Goliaths, sure, but I think he's ahead enough to where that is not an issue whatsoever. Let's take a look at the points here, see if I can get the camera for their... Yeah, look at the point difference.
Upgrade complete.
I think that they are very safe, holding that middle so critical. It looks like the best chance that they have here is possibly a drop. Millionaire has not upgraded his command center. And actually, I'm not sure if you can drop in EU during sudden death, but he might be able to get a Medibabe through there. Who knows? To take down that command center. Or just wait for an opportunity where Millionenko loses some of those units. Did I say Millionenko? Millionaire. Guess I was thinking of the UFC fighter. Because his name's Millionenko, I think. Very similar. Alright, so bottom left must have lost his Infestor because he just got it back. A wise choice, I think, especially if he can turn it into a queen. It doesn't look like he has the resources to do it. So he might just have it for a little bit of support, possibly to trap these Phoenix, or maybe even to trap some of the medevac here. We'll see how he decides to use it. I think attacking middle would be a poor choice at this present time, unless Fluffy also attacks. It looks like he's gearing up to the Infested, or the Infestor, looking for a position. Millionaire here. In fact, if the Infestor can possibly get off, whatever it's called, what is it called? Yes, the fungal growth. If he can get off a fungal, and it looks like he even tried to right here, but he missed. If he could get one off, though, he could trap all of these Mutalisks and pick up about half of his army. I mean, that is easily, right there, that's easily half the army. But there is so much lag happening. In fact, oh no, Millionaire almost losing a significant portion of his units. It looks like a fungal growth did go down on them, possibly. He lost a few. But I think that attack was brilliant for him. He actually regained the majority of his army, and he picked off a lot of resources. Let's check the points real quick. Oh my gosh. That is insane. 25k per. It looks like Team 2 is absolutely dominating here. Team 1, I think, was doing pretty good at the beginning, but with the acquisition of middle, I think that Team 2 is just going to overpower their units, and this might be GG, especially with the lag from Millionaire. I think the players are having a tough time dealing with that. But all three teams are still alive, which means anything could happen. They could try to overpower top left and duke it out for themselves. What was that sound? Somebody got an achievement. I don't think it was me, but maybe. Sounds like somebody just got an achievement. I think with the power that the Mutalisks have right now, being able to beat top left will be difficult as far as like a drop is concerned, because look at the hit points. I can't quite tell if that's an 8 or a 6. I think that's an 8. And if that's an 8, well, guess what? That's fucking crazy. That's a lot of hit points for the Mutalisks. It looks like a big attack going on for top right. I don't think this is a very good idea for Fluffy. I think he's going to lose this. Meanwhile, Yuki actually coming in, possibly to do some damage to Fluffy. This is not looking good for Fluffy right now. He was able to whittle down some of Sharp Reflex's units, or Sharp Flex. Forgive me for botching the name. It does look like a fungal goes down on some of the units, and the fungal actually doing work here, and if Millionaire is not careful, he could get fungled as well. Whew, that was very close. I hope you couldn't hear that motorcycle outside. Unfortunately, that's something that happens around here quite a bit. People rev their engines because it's the only thing that makes them feel like they got a big wiener. So I do apologize if you hear some of these retards revving up their cars. Nothing I can do about it. Now there is going to be a small skirmish bottom left. I think Millionaire just trying to whittle down some of his Marines so that he can get a higher Mutalisk count. Meanwhile, there is a fight going on middle, and this is going to be real bad for Yuki. Millionaire coming in with so many Mules, and just look at the devastation. Oh my gosh, that entire army just melting away, and it looks like Sharp Flex might have used maybe a little too much stim. His units, oh no! Look at the storm going down on those units. Wow. And it looks like Millionaire losing about half of his army there. It looks like Sharp Flex losing a considerable amount of their army there. But because they're so far ahead, all they need is just a little bit of time. Because look at the point difference, almost 6,000 more than everybody else as far as the top leader is concerned, and that's just crazy. So if they're not careful, oh no, he doesn't have the units. He could possibly lose those siege tanks, and he doesn't. He was able to save it. Double Medivac for Gymshark. They are putting on the pressure, but oh my god, I gotta learn how to say his name. Millionera coming in and putting that army to shame. They're just not strong enough, and he has so many Mutalisks. In fact, even his Marines now are starting to get so strong. 12 attack, 245 hit points, still no armor. That is so strange, because the armor would benefit everybody. Even just a little bit of armor for the Zerg units here. And it was in fact an 8, because they now have 937 hit points per Mutalisk. That is just absolutely crazy. 12 attack for the Goliath here versus 10. I don't think they have a chance here. He's going to have to back. He does use a recall. Looks like Hybrid out there alone. He does decide to retreat. Oh, maybe not. There is such a small force here. Look at how small that force. If these guys came together, and it looks like they might, Millionaire isn't quite ready to engage yet. I don't think his Mutalisk hit points are a little bit low. He does have to be careful of the fungal. And look, there is a cute little ghost coming in here behind Fluffy's army. There is a snipe. Oh, and he did snipe something. I'm not sure what it was that he sniped. And it looks like Sharp Flex could be in trouble. There is a little chibi Colossus helping to defend those siege tanks, and surprisingly able to survive. And what is this? There is a drop from Yuki, and oh my gosh, he completely destroyed Fluffy. Fluffy must be pissed. Holy shit, out from the bushes. And Vince with the fuck Skype. Fuck Skype, I can't stand Skype. Alright, there is going to be a little bit of back and forth going on bottom left side. Meanwhile, there is a scan going down bottom right just to see what Yuki is up to, as he did just defeat top right's Fluffy, putting him out of the game. In fact, that was his closest equal as far as Yuki is concerned. So freeing up that top right side. Now he is able to feed on Hydroid, but he does have to be careful because top left can also feed on it. And oh my gosh, there was a huge vortex and a nuke! Unbelievable. Killing almost all of his units. That was fantastic. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see the very beginning of it. I'm not even quite sure how he was able to do that. I think he had a tower. Yes, he did. I think he had an anti-unit tower in order to create that vortex. Or it could have been an anti-hero. It might have been an anti-hero. And just like I thought, this is very scary for the hybrid. And he is going to lose everything. looks like Sharpflex isn't even focusing down his CC. He wanted to make sure he got everything else first. Meanwhile, Millionaire, again, I think just trying to reduce some of his Marines. He doesn't really need them. Trying to rely more on having these Mutalisks. And I think this is it, guys. I don't think that even if bottom left and bottom right worked together, I just don't think they're able to overcome the huge lead that top left has with 33 and 32,000 respectively. This is just crazy. There's no way. I don't think that they're going to be able to win unless they do a drop. Millionaire still hasn't upgraded his CC. Sharpflex has. I think that's very wise at this point. But instead opting to use that money to upgrade units. And it looks like there could be a huge attack coming in. They just destroyed base defenses. Millionaire is split. Oh, and this could be it for bottom left. This is a huge battle. Bottom right is completely oblivious to it. And look at the army melt for bottom left. Is this going to be enough? He's not upgrading his CC, and down goes bottom left. And I think this is going to seal the deal for this game. I don't think that Yuki has a chance here. There is a nuke that comes down. It is going to connect. No, it does not. He was able to kill the ghost that was calling it down in time. Meanwhile, I think there was a drop on top right, but he just wasn't able to do the damage, which means now there is no army to protect, and I don't think there's any saviors. No, there's not. There's no saviors once that hour mark has gone by. And that means this is going to be it for Yuki. It was a good game, Yuki. It was a good try. So your victors here are going to be Millionaire and Sharpflex. Good job, to you guys. Even coming in, switching it up to hybrid Reavers from Mutalist. That is super funny.